So again, my name is Michael DiBara, and I just want to spend a couple of minutes. We pulled together some resources that we wanted to highlight. And again, these resources that we're talking about now will be on our website as information that will be part of the, the recordings, the presentations, and so forth. So folks here have the document now, but what I'd like to do is first, I'd like to just start off by sort of setting the context for this. Just wanted to start off. A business management guru, basically, Peter, I'm sorry, forget the first name. Anyways, I'll give credit to him. But he said the best way to, Peter Drucker, the management guru, he basically said the best way to predict the future is to create it. And, and I do feel that, what we started here, and this is the beginning, is that, we are building off of the existing relationship that we have within the water and wastewater sector under a Clean Energy Results Program. It goes back over a decade, and a lot of folks that are in this room, we've helped through various grant programs that we had to help with energy efficiency for us at their plants and renewable energy generation. So this is the sort of the next phase of building off of that existing foundation and partnership. We're not starting from scratch from any means, and it's important to basically, do what you say you're going to do, and we've been able to build up a really strong working relationship, and identifying key problems and barriers and so forth. So, but what I wanted to share, so we pulled together some resources that we thought would be helpful from all of the three technology providers side by side. And this is just the first page. I believe it's about 4 or 5 pages. But what it does is it gives you a snapshot of first who the primary contacts, who you call. But more importantly, there is a breakdown of the products and services that they provide. Now, Aaron and Frank and Ed, talked about the different products, but, it's going to take time to sort of digest all of this stuff. So this is sort of a cheat sheet that would at least, allow you to take a look at it, see if this technology will work at specific locations or wherever that may be. And there's details about flow information and so forth, but one of the most important things I think in this is that we asked a question to all the providers, what types of assessment services that do you provide? We've heard some today as far as, scoping and what they can do, some of the engineering and so forth. But it's really important that folks as yourself that are considering these projects, what is it that they can do? What is it that the utility companies can do as far as assessments? We've heard about that. But, what is it that you can do or need to do? So you'll find that information on there. And there's really a lot of good information. And I just would like to acknowledge one of my team members, in particular, Michelle Lee, who's with us in the background here, making sure. She's just done an incredible job with taking a lot of cryptic materials that myself and Brian Postali, an engineer, that we put together, and she made it look unbelievable. So I just really want to say thank you to Sharon, because it's really an unbelievable job to take that cryptic work and make it look like this. So that is an honor. Thank you, Sharon. The other piece of information that goes along with this was there was a Clean Tech Alliance event that was done in Washington State late October. And you'll hear with some of those speakers that were at that event and speaking at our event. But one of the things that they did is that they came up with a checklist. And one of our afternoon speakers, Metro Vancouver, there's a checklist that basically explains how they, actually, there it is. So what it is it's a resource that basically you'll hear more about their presentation and their approach and how they've opened up Metro Vancouver's system. And it basically talks about how they manage the different requests that come in from developers and so forth of this system. And this is only the first page of it, but there are other important pieces that they look at. So we thought that that could be helpful for utilities that are thinking about, you know, their particular facility, their particular wastewater utility. And this is just an example of something that's been done that could be a resource for you as you, again, it's best not to reinvent the wheel. And as government, we certainly want to just provide as much information as we can so that you can make an informed decision. So those were the two main resources that we have. And then the last thing I'll just mention is that as part of that Clean Tech Alliance, there was it was called a Wastewater Energy Transfer Playbook that literally just came out. And what we're going to do is, we don't have that link available right now, but we will be having it on our website. So this will be another resource that we'll put on our website. Again, another resource to take a look at and help you with screening and potentially assessment of some viable projects, or at least interest in these projects. So with that, we're a little early, but we want to save time certainly for questions. And what I'd like to do is I think we're a little ahead of schedule here, but we can go into, I'd like to introduce Saul. We can go into the presentation. Just give me a minute. We'll have Paul pull the presentation up for DC Water, and we'll start in on that.